I was born ready.
Ready.
Awesome.
Let's do this. John, why don't you start?
Batfleck.
Ben Affleck's Batman. All right. Garrett.
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah!
Okay. Animated series. All right, John, you can start.
Well, let's think about this for a second. Ben Affleck was actually Batman. Kevin Conroy is the voice of Batman. And this is movie fights, not TV fights. The only good version of Batman that Kevin Conroy did was an animated series on television, not on the big screen. And any Batman animated movie, and don't get me wrong, I love Kevin Conroy because he sounds great, but have you ever seen him? He's an Opie-looking mofo with a polo shirt on, and the only reason he sounds like Batman is because he smokes 4 packs of cigarettes a day.
I really thought a voice actor would appreciate.
Oh, I would, but I lost the coin toss. I would, but I lost the coin toss.
I picked Kevin Conroy because he has been the definitive voice of Batman for nearly 25 years. And you say this isn't TV fights. What about Mask of the Phantasm, one of the best representations of the character, which also had a theatrical run? What about Batman the Killing Joke? That literally just
What about Batman the Killing Joke, where he porked Batgirl and ruined the movie for me?
I believe that is Bruce Timm's call. And what about Batfleck, where he straight up murders people?
Yeah, he straight up murders people. That's right. And he does actual detective work, not unlike all the other.
What do you mean he does detective work?
He was the only good part of Suicide Squad.
Where he busted into Lex Luthor's house and got ripped off by Wonder Woman. He's like, oh, I have my flash drive, and then she told it, and she took it from me. It sounds like a pretty awful detective.
Let me do a little something for you.
In a world where everyone thought that Batman would be the worst part of Superman versus Batman, and he was the only good thing in the movie.
Apparently not good enough to bring that movie to $1 billion.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Did Kevin Conroy ever make $1 billion?
He's been voicing the character over 25 years.
Yeah, and he keeps getting replaced.
You gotta add that up.
And if he quits smoking, he's out of a job.
I disagree. He's a definitive version of that character.
Have you ever seen him in a cowl? He's like this big. Have you seen Ben Affleck? That dude got jacked for that movie. And let's face it, when you went to see Suicide Squad, that was the only part of the movie that you really loved was when you saw him on the screen.
I would argue that Deadshot was also a good part of that movie.
Well, when the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air puts on a suit, I guess he's okay.
And he was in that movie for 2 scenes.
Yeah, and it was the only good thing in the movie. That's my point. Thank you for making my point for me.
I would say that's more of your opinion. I would say a lot of people would agree that Deadshot was also a great part of the movie.
All right, keep it on Batman. Why is he the best Batman? Go ahead. Why is he the best Batman?
He takes out the most interesting part of the Batman, which means he doesn't kill people, and he has this moral code. And Ben Affleck murders people. And also, in the Batman versus Superman fight, the name of the movie, he gets taken out because his boyfriend says Martha. I would like my Batman to have like a little bit more going for him than just if you say his mom names, he gives up.
John, why is he the best Batman?
He's the best Batman because he looks the character. He is the character. He proved everybody wrong. Everybody said he was going to suck. They looked at Daredevil, looked at Batman versus Superman, and said this is going to be horrible. And guess what? Everybody loved him. And by the way, Kevin Conroy has no career without cigarettes. All I'm saying is that Batfleck did not twerk Batgirl.
Cool. All right. Do you have anything else to add, or are we calling it? Last thought?
That wasn't Kevin Conroy's call. That was Bruce Timm's call.
It wasn't Batfleck's call to say Martha, was it? Who's going to correct me? I wish I could drop this mic, but I won't.
Even if you take out the Martha moment, there are still so many problems wrong with Ben Affleck. Even the thing that he murders people. And if he murders people, he doesn't have this compass. And that takes out the most
this is DC's version of the Justice League. They don't care. They kill everybody.
All right, last thought, Garrett.
If it's DC's version, then he should be the perfect version of Batman. So much money goes into these movies, and the fact that he's just okay. Because with Batman, you have different levels of the character. You have the Bruce Wayne, the detective. In Batman, he was obviously a terrible detective because Wonder Woman took his flash drive. And he was like, oh, where'd it go? And then she drove away. And this Batman murders people. So he's just a crazy guy in a suit that straight up murders people. That's not my Batman. And he was a decent Bruce Wayne for what, 2 minutes of screen time we saw him with. My character's been voicing the character for 25 years and was in the animated series, was in Justice League, was in the Justice League movies and the Arkham games, which are really renowned games.
No, this was movie fights.
Final thought, John.
Okay, this is movie fights. Yes, Kevin Conroy is the great voice of Batman. He's never even put on the cowl. He's never been on screen as Batman. So yeah, there should be points off right there. And by the way, he was a great voice of Batman on television, on Fox Kids. Yeah.
Mask of the Phantasm, that had a theatrical release.
All right, time! We're gonna go all over the place. You got to hear a lot there. You guys are gonna help us vote. Now, if you want to vote for Garrett and Kevin Conroy, lift up the white side. If you're voting for Batfleck and John, lift up the black side. Sadly, John, it looks like you're out.
For free.
That's a lot of white.
Yeah.
That didn't work. Garrett, you move on to the next round. Wow, first man win.